Hey guys, welcome to the homestead. Let's do some fishing. So this is a place I first started coming to when I was a teenager. It's called Rockbridge, Missouri. And it's a little town nestled like in the middle of nowhere, Missouri, Ozark County, Missouri. And there's like no cell service out here, which is perfect for me. And you know, very little technology out here, and other than what you bring. And it's a nice little town. And it's a little trout ranch where you can fish for trout. And the Missouri law allows you to get a trout tag when you're fishing for trout, and I think you're only allowed 4 or 5 a day. But if you're going to drive somewhere where you can get into a trout spring and you're only allowed to get 4, your limit is 4 or 5 trout per day, ain't nobody got time for that. So I'm like, I would rather go to a trout ranch like this one that has a creek, and you can basically get whatever you want, and you got to pay for it by the pound, but you can load up your cooler and bring it home and stock your freezer. And so this is why this place is very popular for me. I like coming out here. I love trout fishing. I love the taste of trout. There's so many ways you can prepare trout, and then loading up my freezer and then having trout whenever I want it. I mean, that's what I like. So that's why I come here. And it's owned by it's a private company, family-owned business. And I like that too. And so, you know, if you've watched my channel, that I love family-owned businesses, and we promote family-owned businesses here. Now, I try to get someone on camera who works for the company here. Everyone's a little camera shy. There's been lots of other videos people have done on this place before on YouTube. You can find them all over YouTube. But I did get some great footage while I was here. The kids had a blast. We came down here with some other dads who wanted to take their kids, and they didn't mind, you know, paying for it by the pound. But so the kids had a fantastic time, and just it's always fun. The town itself has an actual pretty amazing history. It was actually burned to the ground during the Civil War. Was rebuilt. This old mill that you see behind me here was rebuilt, and it was a grist mill. People would come down here to get their cornbread or flour made. They also had a lot of other places, a lot of other things here that people in the area would travel to, a general store, things like that. And so it was a place where people would come and congregate. But the town has a pretty storied history, having been burned down in the Civil War and then rebuilt by the locals, having the town later on being basically abandoned. And then in the 1950s, a family coming in and then making it a trout ranch. The water behind me is absolutely cold. It's very refreshing in the hot summer. Like right now, we're in the dog days of summer, towards the end of July, and it feels really good to get in that water and fish. It's fed by 2 springs. I think they produce somewhere around 14 million gallons a day, those 2 springs. So there's definitely fresh water, always cold, that you can enjoy getting into while you're doing your fishing. The last time we were here was with Jamie, and it was about 2 years ago. We had a fun time, like always. The kids got to catch a lot of fish that time and this time. You know, one of my most favorite memories of this place was a couple years ago. We were here, and me and Jamie walked out of the door of our room. We have like little motel rooms here that you can rent. And we walked out of our room, and we were overlooking the creek, and there was sitting a bald eagle just feet above the creek on a branch, looking down at the trout and deciding which one he was going to have for breakfast. It was the most beautiful sight, and we took that in and really enjoyed the moment. But that was probably one of my most favorite memories here at the Trout Ranch. How many fish you got there, Caleb? There's 5? No, I think there's... Is there 5 there? No, you didn't count them right. Count them again.
3, 6.
6 fish.
Oh.
There's 6 fish there, not 5.
All
All right, lift them up. Can you lift them up? Are you strong enough? Yeah, there's a lot of pounds there. Okay. All right, let's go get them fillet. Let's go get those filleted. I was just out here yesterday and I pulled 4 fish out of these shallows yesterday. Had a great time. I was using just a tiny little spinnerbait. If you decide to bring your family out here, you're gonna have a great time. They even offer things like horseback riding and other activities. And I'm not doing this video as a paid promotion. They're not paying me. I'm not getting any discounts. I'm not getting any bonuses or whatever. I'm doing it because I enjoy a family-based business and I really enjoy that family time. I was talking with an elderly gentleman up at the clubhouse earlier this morning. I was enjoying my coffee and he was just enjoying the time in the morning, and he said it's sad that so many children today spend so much time in front of a screen. They don't get to come out here to a place like this and get up close and personal with fish and nature and just enjoy those times. And it's sad that we as America, that's one of the problems we have in America today. And we were talking about homeschooling, right? See, homeschool while it's still legal. Link in the description below from Teespring. Get one of these shirts, homeschool while it's still legal. Kids today, they don't get to enjoy this stuff. And that's really sad that that's the case. But now, what we're gonna do, we're gonna go home and we're gonna prepare one of these trout, and I'm gonna show you just one of the many amazing ways you can prepare these trout for the dinner table. So come along with us now. Okay guys, we're back at the homestead. We're going to show you how we're going to prepare these trout fillets. We're going to prepare 2 fillets today, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to put on them, and then we're going to put them in the oven, and we're going to enjoy. So how we're going to cook these is very, very simple. Very simple recipe. Basically, it's 1 tablespoon of lime juice. I like lime juice. You can also use lemon. 2 tablespoons of melted butter, and then our spice mix that we use often on the homestead, that we have these recipe cards. They're now for sale. They're free to our patrons. Our patrons get these recipe cards mailed out to them. But if you would like some of these recipe cards, we have them for sale on the website. But the first thing we're going to do is about 1 tablespoon of our spice mix that we have on recipe number 2. And you can get all of that online if you want it. But you can really add whatever spice mix you want. This is basically a knockoff, our own version of Emerald's Essence spice mix, but with some changes to it. This is one of Jamie's favorite spice mixes. She made it often here on the homestead. We always had it available, and we use it for a lot of our different recipes. So this is our spice mix we're going to add. So basically what you have, 2 tablespoons of butter. We made it from our own raw milk that we get here on the homestead. And 1 tablespoon of lime juice. I'm using lime juice. You can use lemon. And then 1 tablespoon of our spice mix mixed in. Okay, so we mix all that in together. And we're just going to apply that onto the fillets. Apply liberally. The only thing I do liberally here on the homestead is apply ingredients and cooking. We cook liberally here on the homestead, but that's about it. That's the only thing we do liberally. Okay, spread all that on there. It's gonna taste so good. I've already tasted the spice mix. Amazing, tastes so good. There we go, just like that. I'm gonna do it around too, because it'll seep underneath here. And I have the oven being prepared. You're going to use the broiler. We're gonna use the broiler for 3 minutes. Broil for 3 minutes, and then we're going to finish for 10 minutes inside of the oven. 10 minutes inside the oven at about 350 degrees. Okay, that's pretty good. That is going to be fantastic. We're going to pop this in the broiler, and then we're going to put it in the oven for 10 minutes. So broiler for 3 minutes, and then in the oven for 10 minutes. Oh my goodness, will you look at that? Just look at that.
Oh, would you look at that? Just look at that.
So we're gonna, oh, this looks so good. Smells delicious. Oh my goodness, perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, let's taste it. That is amazing. That's good stuff. Okay, so very simple. Trout is a very mild fish. It'll take on the flavor of whatever you add to it. And that was a good recipe. There's lots of recipes online for trout, but I would urge you to go ahead and check out some of the recipes that we have online. The one I used for this one was the spice mix. You can check it out at AmericanHomestead.com and AmericanHomestead.com, but we also have other recipes you can order online, some of the other ones. There's a whole variety. You can get these delivered to your door for a real cheap price, and we'll send them out right away to you. So check out our recipes. Yeah, this spice mix, you can use it for so many things. This just tastes great. All right, guys, see you next time on An American Homestead. Hey guys, I'm happy to introduce an American Homestead sponsor, Zervita Zeal. Now, first off, I only accept sponsors from products that I use and believe in. My family uses Zeal mainly because we want to ensure a healthy immune system. You see, it's made up of only whole food concentrates and includes no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. The included sweetener is all natural from fruit and the stevia leaf. It's gluten-free, it's vegan, and it's kosher. In 2018, my youngest son was involved in a bike accident that resulted in the surgical removal of his spleen, and that's an important part of his immune system. And because we live on a farm, you can guess that having a healthy immune system for our family is very important. Some of the included ingredients are beetroot, chicory root, turmeric, moringa, blueberries, cranberry, goji berry, milk thistle, ginseng, alfalfa, broccoli, and so much more. It's these natural ingredients that can easily be made into a powerful and tasty drink that my family can make and feel good about. So sign up and give it a try today. Every purchase you make goes to help the homestead so that we can continue to make great homesteading videos for you. Link is in the description below. Go ahead, give it a try. Hey guys, did you know you can become a patron of An American Homestead? They get access to private videos, and we send them gifts from the homestead that we make here on the homestead. And we also enter our patrons into special giveaways that are only available to them. And before you go, please check out these other great videos. Go ahead, click. I'll wait.